What are we doing today? We are pulling some tarot. Most High, I ask you to touch my mind and my mouth with the spirit of discernment and wisdom and discipline. I ask you to surround me with your white light so that no negative energy may penetrate my aura. And I ask you to have spirit, my ancestors of the highest white light, walk with me so that I may not stumble or fall while walking my divine path. And in doing so, I inspire others to walk theirs. The Lover's card. With truth, authenticity, integrity. I praise you, Most High, the one that gives breath. All praises belong to you. Ashe. So it is, so shall it be. Affirm. Let me find out. The only card we getting is the Lover's card. Let me find out. You see, I've been shuffling. Not near none card come out besides the Lovers. All right, we got the Lovers, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Tower. Oh, gosh. All right, you have the Lovers, the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Tower, the Empress, and the Death card. Oh. Oh, gosh. So, this is, oh, gosh, baby. Oh, so... You ended up leaving what you thought was the love of your life. You ended up leaving what you thought was a divine connection, something that Most High put together. And you had to think that because this is the only love you've ever known, or either this is the love that you've known for a very long time, maybe from high school until, you know, old age, you know, 40, 50, 60 years old, like, you know, or maybe, you know, you met this person in your 20s after high school and y'all stayed together until you're 40, 50 years old, you know. But it was the love of a life. It was the love of a life. You ended up having a Tower moment. At the bottom of the deck is a Death card. So you had to leave this person behind. The Empress card. Page of Wands. So, like I was saying, you both could have been free spirits, right? But one could have been more free spirit in the way of giving out their emotions with everyone. They were probably not emotionally intelligent, not knowing the difference between love and lust. And you, on the other hand, were more free-spirited and like more like trying to bring people together. Like you can see where some people might not like each other because of a certain job title, a certain religion, and you're the type of person that's trying to bring people together to show that, you know, all of us are trying to get to a certain higher self, or get to our best selves, or do our best in life, you know. So it's like you wanted people to come together to help people become better. This person wanted people to come together to join their roster. Wow. So they were very immature. They were just worried about like their money and how they look to others. But that became a terrible tower for them and a good tower for you, because you ended up leaving and it brought a death to that relationship. They thought that they could control you because they had a stable foundation, but that foundation wasn't stable for you. A house is not a stable foundation for you. You can provide that for yourself. So you left and provided that for yourself. They ended up having a tower, realizing that you, the Empress, is not like this the people that they have on their roster, right? You felt like you were blocked from a lot of things that you wanted to do because you were overthinking. Like I said, it was the Lovers that came out first. Like, y'all was together for a long time, so you constantly overthinking, and you're like, I can't do this because if I leave, you know, this is my whole life. I'm leaving everything. So you put a lot of doubts in your own head. You would the willpower that you had started to diminish. But you had to wake up. The Ace of Pentacles is right next to it. So from the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, you had to wake up. You had to stop putting this doubt in your head. You had to stop overthinking about all the little things and being your emotions. You had to start using logic. So when you started using logic and moving in your truth, that's when opportunities started coming up. That's when things started changing in your life. Yeah. That's when you got the Ace of Pentacles, your new beginning. But there's been a lot of betrayal from before you started this new beginning. When you was with this lover, it was a lot of betrayal, and now even after you started this new beginning, it's even more betrayal. That's crazy. So it's like people just be hating on your growth regardless. They never see what you really going through and how hard it is for you. They can only see how you make things look so easy and how you're so grateful for everything. And that's causing a lot of people to betray you and be disloyal. It's not that they don't want to see you happy, they just don't want to see you happier than them. Three of Cups in reverse. They just don't want to see you happier than them. It's like they can see you need help in something and they'll give you the bare minimum of it. Like, oh, I know they need help in this, I'm gonna give them the website so that it can read the website and they can do it. Instead of them knowing that they know how to do it, so them just walking you through it so that you can learn how to do it by doing it hands-on. It's like, nah, I gave them the pamphlet. so they can read it, they can understand it, and they can do it if they really want it. So therefore, you can't say that they left you out hanging because they gave you the pamphlet to read it. And if you don't understand it, you can always come back to them and ask them. Even though they're not going to walk you through it, they're just going to pinpoint you back to somewhere in the book for you to read it. Wow. Wow. That's insane. They really don't want you to win. But they don't want you to be like, when you do win, because they know that whatever you're doing, you're going to be great at it. You're going to win. You're going to be abundant in it. So they don't want to be the ones that get kicked from your table. They want to make sure that they still there. Like, they're going to help you out the bare minimum anytime they can. They're not going to really be like, here, so that you ain't got to ask or worry about nothing. They're going to give you the bare minimum at each time so that you always have to come back and ask. So therefore, at the end of the day, they could say, remember when you needed this? Remember when you needed that? Remember I gave you the booklet for this? I showed you where to go for this. I told you to call such and such for that. Wow. That's crazy. Wow. Wow. Yeah, so, but those people, Five of Swords, they're going to realize that them breadcrumbing you, them trying to act like they're helping you, but they really not, them just trying to stay in your energy, and all that extra time they doing, it's clouding their judgment. And what they do to you is going to happen to them. So when they need help in something, it's going to be the same breadcrumbing on their end. It's going to be like, oh, I needed to buy this house, but I didn't know how to get this and this. Somebody going to throw them the same pamphlet, like, well, read this. Instead of them actually walking them through it and saying, well, this is how we can do this and this is how. It's just going to be like, here. It's the same way that they breadcrumbing you is the same way they allowing other people is going to come into their life to breadcrumb them. Because if they think it's good for you, then that means the universe thinks it's good for them as well. So treat others the way you would want to be treated. We got the Queen of Wands in reverse. And we got the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So there's an Empress and there's a Queen of Wands in reverse. So there's a third party that this Knight of Pentacles probably had you in. That's why this Three of Cups is out here in reverse. That's why this Eight of Swords out here. That's why this Tower out here. That's why this Two of Swords out here at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. But everybody keep trying to do this betrayal on you, and they think that they getting something from it, and at the end of the day, it's like you're not even listening to what nobody's saying. Like, you're not looking at what they doing, even though it's clear as day, and you're not listening to what they saying. Everything is off of emotion and monetary gain and control. So you just trust in your intuition. You just trust in your intuition. But whoever this little Queen of Wands is out here, they doubt they self. They real deceitful. Yeah. So as we talking about the Queen of Wands and how jealous and deceitful they are of you, right? And how you had to leave this lovers that was for a long time that y'all had, and they had a tower that was terrible because you left, but the tower wasn't bad for you because you always moved in your truth and your authenticity, right? You didn't see all of the backstabbing that was going on, but you trusted the Most High. And, you know, from them trying to breadcrumb you and everything, you already seen what it was. Like, and now they starting to see what it was. But when we split the deck, you got the Ten of Swords. So it's like what they meant to stab you in the back with, stab them. Like what was meant to like put you in the dirt ended up reversing back to them. And that's why this Queen of Wands out here pissed off. You can't try to be like the Empress and think that you can just, you know, destiny swap lives. It's not gonna happen. Like the Empress is always gonna be trying to use her higher self, and she's going to make sure that she listening to the divine. She not trying to be for the illusion. She not trying to be for her emotions. She not going to listen to nothing that she hear y'all saying. She not going to use her eyes for nothing that she see y'all doing. She going to trust the divine. If y'all want to do the craziness, let y'all do the craziness. But the divine going to have me move in ways that I supposed to move in so that I keep moving towards my higher self. And that's what you did. That's what you did. You walked away. But see, they thought when you walked away, it was a good thing, a celebration. And they realized once you walked away, baby, that little celebration they had, thinking they was going to have all these little Didymus Primes on their list, it wasn't like that for them. And then the one that they really didn't want, that one got real clingy, real aggressive, real jealous, real dramatic, like even bringing in family and friends so that they could try to control the situation. Like they wanted this stability from this man so bad, or from this woman so bad. Like they was trying to control all narratives, and what they wanted for you, this backstabbing, this defeat, this failure in life, them sitting there wanting you to feel hopeless, everybody talking dirt on your name. They just wanted you to be in ruin. They wanted you to just be defeated. That went right back to them. That went right back to them. Right back to them. And that is the read. So that lover might be coming back because that third party pissed off. And they don't even realize, the third party don't even realize that you wasn't even dealing with the person. You wasn't even dealing with the person. That's the Five of Swords again. You wasn't even dealing. Once you said you was done, you was done. You was done. Once you said you was done, you was done. But they thinking that you was still messing with this person, and you wasn't. This person was messing with multiple other people. You ain't even mess with that person. That person trying to come back to you now because you the type that don't mess with everybody and anybody. When you mess with somebody, you just mess with that one person. We pulled the Five of Swords, the Death card, and the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So like I said, they thought that little victory that they had with the little, oh, all right, it was gonna be hard, but it ain't that hard. I got rid of him. I got rid of her. You know, we've been together for 30 plus years, but I'm ready to sow my royal oats. Plenty. When they started sowing their royal oats, the Death card. They was like, oh, this ain't fun. This ain't fun at all. Like, then it was like, this it's time for a change. Like, that the main, like, the main Thottimus Prime, like the one that was matching them, like, always real thirsty, always real lustful, they got head over heels crazy. They wanted to become the Mr. or the Mrs. And it made this person feel like this. Like, why? Like, how did I put myself in this? Like, how do I get out of this? How? You see how they so like, oh my gosh, how do I get out of this? Yeah. It put the person that thought they was in a little victory for a minute. Baby, now they feel like the victim, like they was played. They got rid of you, the best thing that was ever in their life, was for the craziness. And now all they can do, all they can do is think of you, the Queen of Cups. And they trying to come in fast. Yeah. That's all they can do. And look, the Three of Cups in reverse. They not trying to have no third parties no more. At all. And that's the read. All praises to the Most High. Kol Ha Hallel Elyon. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. All they can do is think about you. That's all they can do. All they can do is manifest you. Think about you. Think about the memories. Think about the love. Thinking about everything y'all shared. Because they didn't know the difference between love and lust. But they do now. And they want you back. Kol Ha Hallel Elyon. Have a beautiful rising, a beautiful evening, afternoon. All praises to the Most High.